Born in Italy, which is considered a very musical country. Italians love music, but they generally don't consider it a valid career option, more of a hobby actually. And the options available for music education are quite limited. You'll be looking at 10 years in conservatory studying classical music, which is not really what I was interested in. I was interested in different types of music like rock and roll and most of all African American blues. So I got myself an education mostly from exposure, listening to the records, going to concerts and festivals, and hanging out with musicians and asking about instruments and all that stuff. This was actually quite intense. In fact, by the age of 19 I had collected a few dozen albums. I met B.B. King and seen him perform 4 times. I met Albert King, Alan Lomax, watched John Lee Hooker, Albert Collins, Buddy Guy, and all the legendary performers of blues, jazz and world music. Years later I moved to Ireland, but I still felt the need of some formal education in music, so I decided to take the 4-year BMOS course in UCC. In UCC I found a very different approach from all the other music schools. The attitude is very inclusive and respectful of the diversity of musical expression, as well as the types of music that are well established in music education, such as classical and jazz. You'll find courses at every level, ranging from Irish traditional, pop, African, rock and roll and heavy metal, a lot of different things. While studying in UCC, my experience could integrate with the academic approach and open to new perspective and new cultures. Since a lot of the music I was interested in was kind of improvisation based, I got to study improvisation both at a practical and at a cultural level. I also took various courses in ethnomusicology, Northern Indian classical music, Irish popular music, jazz theory, early music, and some other courses about 20th century contemporary music and experimental music as well. I also studied about the relationship between music and all the other arts, especially film and multimedia. I really enjoy the group performance classes, especially the airway drumming and dance from Ghana. I love the atmosphere and the powerful energy of coordinated collective work. And I took quite a few courses about composition, studying different approaches, both historical and more contemporary, as well as the use of computers and more recent technology. In the end, I decided to pursue further studies in this field, and I will start a master's in composition here in UCC. I'm very excited and looking forward to it. Studying as a mature student is a beautiful experience. I think the motivation and the focus is really strong. It might be a little strange being surrounded by a lot of young people, but it turned out to be very refreshing. Seeing all these young musicians and how they study and work, their dedication, their talent can be very inspiring. In fact, in UCC, School of Music, I also met some of the musicians I'm currently working with. given the current climate, I'm a bit unsure about career options after my studies. In the meantime, I'm performing. I hope to keep composing music and performing it myself, or have it performed by other musicians. That's for the future as well. Hopefully this will turn into a career, but I'm also open to work in other fields, and I'm sure the experience that I gathered during my studies in UCC would be a useful asset in any of them.